after 2 years of NoFap and succeeding in various challenges that I set up personally to integrate into my life, to improve my life in very different facets, I've come to a point where I'm wondering what the next step might be, because all this time I was so focused and concentrated on what should I fix, what foundations should I lay out before I try to build a house. And now that the foundations are all built in, I really have to jump and leap over the fear of setting a huge goal, or a dream or a vision of this amazing house that I plan to build in the future. So the next step after you become oriented with self-discipline and you are integrating all of these self-improvement habits in your life and creating a positive momentum cycle, then the next step will be to actually focus on having a dream. So what kind of a dream should you have? What should you dare to dream? And it's really different and for everybody. But one thing I really want to mention for sure is that dreams and visions aren't given to you like a Christmas tree present. They're not handed over to you by a book or any kind of wisdom or a movie. You just have to figure out what the dream is along with your journey of taking that responsibility and might and will and all the initiatives of positivity in order to build this better and brighter future. So now that is set in mind, I really want to talk about the importance and significance of having a dream, because I feel like a lot of people in today's society are living in regret. They feel like they are out of the competition. They can't compete with people who have been, accumulating skills and knowledge for dozens of years, and they feel like they're just starting and they're so way behind their competitors. But it's really funny because it doesn't make sense for you who's just starting out as a soccer player to compare yourself to Lionel Messi, or to compare the number of shoots you make, the number of goals you make with Cristiano Ronaldo. It's because they're one of the top players in the game, in the entire world. In the entire history of mankind, they have been the greatest players, among the greatest players. And it doesn't really make sense for you to start comparing yourself, who has just started, who has just set off the beginner's foot, to those legends, because of the amount of time and sacrifice that you have put in, which are dimensionally different, right? So it's one of the examples I like to give out is people who start on Instagram or social media or YouTube try to compare themselves, their followers, their number of Instagram posts and likes, to those of huge hotshot celebrities. For example, what's his name? Casey Neistat or something. A lot of people tend to compare their videos and editing skills to his videos and vlogs because he is world famous, right? Or Peter McKinnon, who I tend to follow because of great filming skills. And comparing yourself to another YouTuber or another Instagram poster who already has millions and millions of followers and views, it's just really, it can be very strangling for you. It can be very frustrating. It can mean that you aren't anything when you're compared to them. But it shouldn't be done. You should never compare yourself to the people who are already at the top of this pyramid, because you have just started to figure out how the system works, how the skills or certain skills are required for this job, and how you can build your own message and ecosystem within the platform, right? And create your own diverse news and content. But if you only try to compare yourself to others, it will never work out, because you're always diminished in your own self-value, and you carry that less significant potential when you compare yourself to others. But if you only have yourself to compare, then your future is only so much brighter than that of yesterday's. For example, if you just think to yourself, oh, I want to become a better person when compared to myself of yesterday, then you have only yourself to beat, and that is going to take a while. It may take years, it may take months, and it may take thousands of hours for you to become better at something, a specific skill, at producing, at editing videos. But the one thing you have to know is that you have to take baby steps, and there's a book written by a UCLA professor on taking baby steps, and how that is the most important aspect of progress. For example, when you're looking into quitting an addiction, quitting a cigarette, then you have to take baby steps for you, because you won't create this difference in over one single day. See, when you're looking to create a difference in your life, that difference has to come from the smallest and the most minuscule changes, in order for that to accumulate into this bigger scope of a huge transformation. But a transformation doesn't just happen, it just doesn't occur in one day or a week or a month. It occurs with thousands and thousands of days and moments passing by. And you can't just turn yourself around 180 degrees. You can't really hope for that, because it's not realistic and it will never happen. You can't just become a millionaire all of a sudden by winning a lottery ticket. Life just doesn't work that way. You have to put in the amount of effort and sacrifices that are needed for you to pull off that device of change. Of course, first you need the desire to change and all, but it is really important for you to know that it's a marathon and it's not a sprint race. So always, with all the tales and so forth, the rabbit is not the winner. The turtle is, because he's the slow yet improving animal in the race. And life is not a sprint race. So the rabbit can't win over the turtle, because the turtle will always outrun the rabbit. And with this mindset, it's really important to cultivate a sense of growth and hopefulness for the future. Because if you just think to yourself, oh, I have a very dull present day reality, I'm stuck in this kind of prison environment where I can't really do anything to change my life around, I can't really get out of this habit, this addiction, this loop, this negative cycle of getting a little depressed and resorting to addictions, substances, and then getting more depressed because you resorted to that addiction. And in order to break off from that cycle, you really need to have this mindset of growth, that you can accomplish anything in this world, be it just anything. Anyone can accomplish anything in this world. And this is not just some type of optimistic yet unrealistic talk. I'm actually talking about the practical ways to achieve dreams. And there are practical ways of achieving dreams, but people know it, yet people think it's impossible to carry that life because they think, oh, that road, that path, it has to be dreadful. Every single day, every passing moment must be so dreadful in order for me to actually achieve that dream. And when people think of that, it's called learned helplessness, and people tend to think that things aren't just going to magically happen, right? And they have to put in the effort, but people don't put in the effort because they feel like they're helpless. And in order to break that mindset and transform it into a more positive and more effective mindset called the growth mindset, if you just Google the growth mindset, there will be tons of videos and knowledge and information regarding this subject. So if you are willing to change yourself, then you must first equip yourself with this growth mindset. So after you have equipped yourself with a growth mindset, then you really need to put yourself out there and try a lot of different things, because experience does make a lot of difference. It is really important for anyone in this world to venture out and experience whatever they can, but be it regarding jobs, new job opportunities, new hobbies, new exercise, new sports, new religion, new spirituality, and new people, right? Socializing and expanding the social circle. So that's that, and I'd like to talk about achieving dreams and setting achievable dreams in my next video. So thank you for watching, and I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then please subscribe for more content, and please do leave a comment so that we can discuss about what we just talked about and we can grow together. Thank you very much.